Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, everybody, we're going to be reviewing and, yes, fully unboxing the Masters of the Universe ThunderCats crossover figure of Lion-O. But first, we'll take a look at the figure in the packaging, all his items it comes with. All right, we'll also look at the comic book as well when we get them unboxed, the beautiful artwork as well. I've got some comparisons here. I'm going to be comparing this version of Lion-O to my 5.5 scale variant of Super 7 Lion-O here that we've looked at on the channel here. All right, also I brought out some He-Man figures as well from the cartoon collection of He-Man here. All right. And I brought out also my Stranger Things Vecna He-Man as well, for more of that vintage style Origins figure, alright, to compare Lion-O here. Alright, now if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you'll hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video. Who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at Lion-O. And before we do this, you know, this is some new territory in a way for me. If you have been a long time viewer of the channel, or maybe new or watching, I don't normally do this. I don't normally do a first time in the line or collection unboxings. I just do reviews. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm not changing my routine, everybody. All right. The reason why I'm doing this is that with this line, especially with this line, with the Turtles of Grayskull line, we've done before on the channel, the cartoon collection, vintage figures. I'm trying to be a mint on card collector, unpunched collector. All right, and so if you look at the right here, this Lion-O figure, which I got off eBay, is punched, and it's for the most part it's in good shape. The card is in good shape. But the back of this card here has this giant crease right here. You can see it right here. So my second version, and like I said, this is very weird. This is very weird doing this unboxing with you guys. My pre-order for Big Bad Toy Store for Lion-O, Chitara, and Battle Cat Man has not hit Big Bad Toy Store yet. All right, and normally with Big Bad Toy Store, they do a really good job in packaging, unpunched, and really good mint condition. So that's why I'm unboxing this version of Lion-O here. I'm not, like I said, I'm not changing my routine. All right, this is some new territory in a way because I'm kind of nervous in a way because you know I'm very cautious when it comes to the collection with us, you know, with the collection, everybody. But I want to, you know, I mean, first time of everything, you know, see what happens. So if something messes up, you know, through this video, I just got to push through it, all right, and just keep going forward, all right, with this video here. Because I can't go back, all right? Because normally I have it like a double up. Normally when I get a figure, like let's say a vintage figure, you know, like an exclusive figure, I always buy two. So with Lion-O here, I don't have a second one right now, all right? But we're going to have some fun, guys. Here we go. All right. So we got Master of the Universe logo here. You got the ThunderCats logo right below it right there with this, looks like a X right there. Lion-O, the Lord of the ThunderCats. And, of course, with all Master of the Universe card backs, you know, what could be the Turtles of Grayskull, the cartoon collection. No, not the cartoon collection, the vintage line. You have the rocks blasting around the title screen right there, or the titles of, you know, Master of the Universe and ThunderCats. You have the starry, like that beautiful, like black starry sky, 6 and up. Lion-O once again, Lord of the ThunderCats, and there he is in packaging. All right, he comes with, of course, the Sword of Omens, and of course with this line, which is very interesting, which I wish the Turtles of Grayskull would have done. They give you the option to either have Lion-O or all the ThunderCats in more of that Master of the Universe vibe and look, and with the armor. Or if you are more in, you know, in the vein of the actual ThunderCats line, you can swap out parts, of course, to create a Lion-O or ThunderCats figure in the Origin style body. All right. There he is. All right. On the back right here. And a full-on image right here of artwork right here. of Lino. There he is. Got Grayskull right there. A little bio of Lino right there. And we did do a review of on the channel of Skelraw right there. Of course, the cross-sell of the other figures in Wave 1. Also includes comic book, which we'll see. Alright. So we're going to get them unboxed. Alright. Alright. Now, like with all Orzus base figures, you do get a diagram that shows you how to, where you have, where you can swap from parts to give you a more traditional looking Lino here, or of course, if you want to keep it, is a part of the Eternia armor, or part of Eternia with He-Man and his friends right here. All right. And there's a lot here. There's a lot here that you wouldn't even known that was a part of this figure here. All right, so here he is in packaging. Of course, you got the Sword of Omens. You got the extra hand right here. You have the more traditional boots for Lino. You have his normal hair right there. All right, now in the back of him, you can see in the back of him, you see his actual belt included with this figure here. All right, and he's a very solid figure. He's got a little weight to him. Now he's got more of that that classic cartoon collection vibe to him, with the overall look to him with Lino here. Oops. I love the big giant emblem right there of the armor of the ThunderCats symbol right there. Now before we go any further, let's take a look at the comic as well. Here's the comic. It goes with them. With part of Third Eternia. You got Lino and He-Man right there. Once again, absolutely amazing artwork right there. We got Panthro, we got Chitara, we got Lino, summoning using his, his Sword of Omens to call his friends. And here's He-Man as well. Interesting. Really cool. Of course, the cross-sell of this line. But fun, nonetheless. Alright. There's a lot of stuff here to cut out, guys. So give me a second, guys. There's a lot for this figure here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to put this line on there. So I can, because there's a lot to to cut up here, guys. Not cut up, but take apart with this character here. They even got the hair for Lino here, tied down here. That's crazy. Maybe I can get it right here. So there's one part right here. Here's his hair sculpt right here, which is very interesting. All right. Let's see here. How do I do this? All right. A beautiful, beautiful Sword of Omens right there. The detail of the lion looks really, really good. And you can see both versions. I love it. With the Sword of Omens right there. Where you go sight beyond sight. I like that. Oops. I like that. Giving you that option. Now, personally, I would like to see a dagger form of the Sword of Omens. To give you that option of both the full-on sword or the dagger, giving you that choice, but still beautiful, beautiful. All right. Dropped some of my He-Mans here, guys. I apologize. All right. More stuff here, right? One leg. And the other leg. All right, there's the boots right there. Now, personally, for my loose collection of this line here. I'm probably going to display my ThunderCats and their full-on ThunderCats gear and look to them to make it stand out, you know. All right. Now, he does have a choice of whether or not you want to have an extra hand for his right side, right there, or if you wish to keep the claw shield right here. So there's that option right there. All right. And so when I got him out of the packaging, everybody, if you want a bald-headed version of Lino here, you can do that. Very interesting. Now, the look of Lino, let me get his head sculpt back on here, guys. Yeah, the hair comes right off, guys. And it fits very easily on the head sculpt right here. There's a little groove right there in the back of him. You can see right there. All right. Now, the skin tone of Lino here has a very orange-esque vanilla look to it. A very light, you know, sunburn look to him right here. More so than his, like, 5.5 scale variant right here. Very interesting. Now, the head sculpt looks amazing. Now, the head sculpt for Lino here, from the new Origins figure here, has a very narrow look to it. All right, not as round as you would find with, like, He-Man and the cartoon collection here. Try to get both their head sculpts right here. Try to help you get the camera focused here, guys. So you can see that Lino has a very narrow look to him. A very, like, skinny face and jawline right here. You can see the chin is more narrow right here. All right. Now this armor here, what's very interesting with this armor here, which we've seen before, with this lion-esque shoulder, you know, like almost like the Eternia, lion's head on Lino here. We've seen that before with He-Man. In the Masterverse Thunder Punch variant, and even the CGI version of He-Man has something very similar in looks of this type of lion head sculpt right here for the shoulders here. It's got a very metallic shine to it. It's got a very simple, very, plastic, lightweight, rubberized, look to it. The claw shield, which is very interesting here because it doesn't have, it's got a fist to it. I would love to see a claw shield separate, like, for the, if we got the dagger of the Sword of Omens here, be able to put inside the claw shield here. Now I'm going to try to pop the arm off here. All right, so there is the claw shield taken apart from Lino's arm here, guys. All right. Now, where is that extra hand, guys? Okay. All right. So let's try putting the hand sculpt on that Lino here. All right. So there's that hand sculpt right there. Oops, I thought it was there. All right, there we go. Now, let's try. Also, I forgot to show you guys, is the belt. All right, and as you can see right there, you can see right the groove. I'm sorry, guys, the groove right there, everybody. That I believe, because there's a part right there on the sword right here, or the claw shield. There's a little groove right here, little that I believe you can put in. Once we get, I'll do it right now. But you can see right there, if you wish to have them display the claw shield on the side of Lino, you can do that. All right. Now let's try. We got bald-headed Lino here, which is kind of weird. I'm going to put that other head sculpt or hair sculpt on Lino here. See what that looks like. All right. Now you got a more traditional looking hair sculpt for Lino. Now this is fine. This is cool for what it is. All right. Personally, they could have made it easily for us to just remove this metal armored side, visor here somehow. Like remove it from this way from the figure here, keeping the hair, because it's basically the same hair sculpt. This is minus the visor here, the metal rubberized visor, and the hair is very, it's solid, but the visor does have some flexibility. All right, let's try. I'm gonna pop the legs off, or maybe the feet maybe pops off. All right, I'm gonna try to create this lino here, guys. So give me a second, everybody. The traditional lino here. This is gonna be weird. All right, so I've got the boots off. All right, boots are fine. I love the white, like fur, look to them. The more that He-Man-esque vibe to them, right there. Now make sure I got the right legs here. One leg, or like one half boot. Sorry guys, I'm going to try to put something on the screen here while I'm trying to create a lino here for you guys. Like I said, they're taking the Origins line to a whole new level with this, which is great, which is fine. I like the option. I love the option of this. One boot right there. And then the second boot. Oops. So there's one boot right there, guys. All right. All right. So there is Lino right there with his normal right there, boots right there. I might have put them on wrong here. I don't know. You can see they're pointing like downward, and maybe I got them reversed. I might have to play with this some more, guys, but I mean it does work. All right. Now nothing we need to do. Oh, also there is a part where you can actually put the Sword of Omens in the back of Lino here. All right. There's the right there. And then I should really pop the head off right there. From the waist. All right. So now we have Lino coming apart here, but it's fine. So we have the bottom part right here, which I'm going to take the claw shield off really fast, guys. I assume that this does not come off, right? Wait, it should come off, right? Yes, it does. So the loincloth, the more He-Man traditional loincloth, comes off, giving you that option, oops, backwards, sorry, or upside down. All right, there you go. There is, of course, once again, there is Lino without the He-Man-esque armor around him. Snaps into place. And now you're getting more of that vibe, more of that ThunderCats vibe with Lino here. I'm going to put the claw shield back on here. All right. I assume that's what this is for right here, because there's a little notch right here. All right, so I'm going to put the claw shield more like that way. Oh, sorry guys, everybody. All right. And then the head sculpt. And there you go. There is a more traditional, except for the boots. I think I put the boots on wrong, guys. Maybe they were backwards. No, they're right. There you go. I feel like this is wrong though, because let me take the boot off again, because you can see the hole right there, everybody. It's more in in a slant right there. Hang on, everybody. Alright, everybody, I'm still having some issues with my boot here. Oops. With the Lino here. I might be completely wrong here, but this boot's fine. It's staying straight up right here. This one, I feel like it's like, I don't know. I might have, maybe I need to swap out, switch the boots here. Now, another thing I've noticed too with this Lino figure here, compared to He-Man's, look at the leg muscles. Look how thin. And you know, for the most part, you know, if you've been a fan of the ThunderCats line, Lino has always been portrayed as a more of, you know, have a very slimmed down body features to him, I believe. All right, and you know, except for like figures like Super 7, they give you more of a bulky look to them of him. I've always, you know, especially in the vintage line of ThunderCats, I remember Lino having a very slimmed down, you know, form to him, which you can see perfectly with this Origins figure here. Now, another thing I forgot to do, guys, is you pop this off. I can. And then remove right there. There you go. Now, we're just about there. Oh. All right. So what do you think, everybody? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about Lino here in this Origins-based style here? Oops. Yeah, the one thing I'm oops. Sorry for the shaky camera, everybody. I noticed about the claw shield here. You know, it keeps like coming off the side of the belt here. That's kind of bothering me right now, everybody. But still, a great character, a great figure. I'm going to put He-Man next to him once again. So let me know in the comments below, guys. And like with all Origins figures, you can pop the head off right there. You know, you can pop the arms off like that. You can pop it from the waist. You know. Snaps in. But there's a lot. I mean, there's like I showed you, a lot going on. If you want to put like, you know, the armor right here, it's the same, you know, exact armor look to it with the cartoon collection version of He-Man, as you can see. So if you want to have He-Man with that type of armor, you know, paying tribute to you know the ThunderCats as a friend and ally, you can do that if you wish. You can see that. Looks good. But all in all, a great character. A fun character. I love this. I love it. I love the detail. I love the look. He's got that slim down look, which is fine with me. I would think, you know, I mean, it's fine. You can notice right there. You can see like a gap is forming in the legs right here for my Lino here. But still, a great character. Let me know in the comments below what you think here. All right, guys. I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys, with this unboxing and review of Lino here from the ThunderCats Origins line. All right, of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell. And tomorrow, I'll be, because we reached the halfway point of 2025. So for the next couple of days, I'm going to give you my top 5 favorite Masters figures, Origins figures in 2025 that has come out so far. And as far as Origins, that could be Vintage line, that could be Cartoon Collection, and that could be Turtles of Grayskull. Unfortunately, no ThunderCats line yet. All right? So, I hope everybody has a great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.